The key thing for me is how do we bring that economy back home? And community wealth building is a key to that. It says, hold on here, let's stop the economy where wealth, well, what's it, 10 of the richest men in the world own the same as half the population of the world. A huge concentration of wealth. Wealth is the defining feature of the economy. Who has it? Where does it go? And how do more people get their hands on it? Community wealth building says, let's repatriate some of that wealth. Let's start making sure that wealth truly works for our people, our communities. And in that, there's a whole range of aligned sister movements, if you like, which includes the well-being economy, includes things like new municipalism, which in a sense is saying, let's build our let's build our cities and our places in ways that truly work for us, and where the grassroots communities have more of a say in the actual activity that takes place in that locality. So there's a whole range of aligned progressive movements. And the moment we are in history, and the moment we are with the crisis we're in, all those aligned progressive movements need to get their act together and start working more effectively together. That is the moment we're in. And things like new municipalism is a key part of that. But we're struggling because the progressive movements are not aligning themselves effectively enough. And in a sense, there's some who don't want us to align. The forces of capital maybe don't want us to align because they want to keep the way that it is and keep the plutocrats and the wealthy retain the situation as it is. There's no doubt about it that the United Kingdom, broadly, United Kingdom has allowed the penetration of capital and shareholder dividend quite deeply into much of its economic activity, including its public services. We always think in Scotland, I do believe, and working in many different places, there is a cooperative spirit in Scotland. There is the Jock Thomson's Bairns thing, isn't there? We're all in this together. And I think there is in our traditions, that natural collaborative ethos. I think we could do a lot more with it, and co-ops is a way perhaps for that to happen. There's the well-being economy agenda in Scotland, which community wealth building is the practical means of delivering on that, and that is growing in significance. And we've got, the National Strategy of Economic Transformation, which obviously well-being economy will figure highly in that. So there is a receptive soil conditions, a receptive context here for progressive economics in Scotland. We need to make the case more. I mean, I'm a big fan of showing and telling and getting things done. And that, we can talk and talk and talk, but if you can say, look how that's changed somebody's life by doing it different, that's the best thing you can do. I'm not one of these think tank academic. I can do all that, but I'm much more about the practical element to it. So what's happening in Scotland is there's 6 areas that are practically looking to deliver on community wealth. United Kingdom is breaking up by the forces of lots of different things. The United Kingdom is increasingly anachronistic, right, to the context of our lives. Now, it's not just politics. There's other economic things going on and other social and cultural factors going on here. So you have to make a decision whether that anachronism can be brought to made relevant, right? Can it be made relevant? And how much effort it would take to make it relevant as a United Kingdom. And then if you think, well, I don't think it can, I think it would take too much effort to make it relevant, then you accept its irrelevance and you move to something that's better. And so from an economic point of view at this point in time, the more devolution, the more local control, the more control that we have as a people over the means of production and the fiscal dimensions of that, then the better. So